Hello and welcome to a new vlog. It is Saturday evening. I have finished my work shift at the corporate job and I have spent the good portion of today just working on some admin stuff for the business. One of the big things that I've included, and I hope it's not too noisy, I've got the windows open because it's finally cool enough to have the windows open. I'm so happy. I have been thinking about ways to bring in new customers because our return customer rate is really good. So obviously our products are good. I like them. Obviously, a lot of you like them. Thank you. But how to get more new customers in, that's been a struggle this last year or so. And I've tried a bunch of different marketing things. It's not really panning out so well. So I think what I am going to be trying to do is diversifying what platforms we are currently on. So right now we've got our website on Shopify, but I think I'm going to try something. Getting back on Etsy so I can integrate Etsy with our Shopify site, which is what I've done. Not all of the listings that are on the main site are on the Etsy site, but like a lot of them are. And granted, I definitely raised the prices on the Etsy listings. Etsy is really expensive with fees, and I wanted to kind of compensate for that. And from what I can tell from a lot of the other people that have both their own website and their Etsy shop still, they do the same thing. It's pretty common. I mean, really, the whole point of being back on Etsy is trying to get new customers who are maybe not familiar with us. So those of you who are familiar with us, I'm sure will continue to just shop directly from our site where it's cheaper, but maybe some new people who are not familiar with maybe some new people who are not familiar with us might learn about us on Etsy, maybe pick up their first order there, and then realize that we have a website where they can order for cheaper, which would be great. So I will keep y'all posted on how that's going. There's been 19 views already today on the Etsy shop, and it looks like in the last year there's been 5. So hopefully some activity. We'll see how it goes. All right, hi. There's kids here in the other room, and they're loud and listening to YouTube, so I don't want to bother them. It's movie night. They get to have that time. What I've got is 4 mini loaves, basically, about half of an Amazon loaf right here. 1 for each. And I'm going to be testing the fragrances because I am so tired of being surprised during filming for how the fragrance performs. So I finally ordered extra fragrance and made sure I had fragrance on time to be able to do a test. So that's what we're going to be doing over here. And I'm going to be doing, each one of them has white already in it. So I'm going to start by mixing it up with the white in it and then slowly add color just to kind of see how it performs over multiple behaviors here. So I need to make sure I have all of these back where I put them because I have each one of them with a particular color. Let's see, I have 4 fragrances I need to test. We've got Harvest Moon from Candle Science, and then from Nature's Garden we have Christmas Cabin, Dude, and Silver Fox. So let's start here. So we're starting off with Silver Fox. Oh, she goes yellow. Oh, man. Okay. But we're saying pretty liquidy, so that's good. How are we holding up? So far, so good. Just a little bit of color. Oh, she's so ugly. Oh, man. Okay, so far pretty good. Definitely really yellow. Get you a better shot here. So far, pretty good.
I don't understand.
So far, so good. All right, next up is Christmas Cabin. This one has a pretty low usage rate, so I am not high hopes right now. All right, let's give this a blend. Okay. This one's gonna go over here. Oh. No. No. No, no, no.
They're so funny.
Okay. This is the kind of thing we're looking for. That's what it's doing. Okay, I don't know how many colors I'm going to be able to get in here, but we're going to try. I think that's probably going to be it on the blender. Oh, sheet the ick. Alright, that definitely accelerated. Alright, next we got Dude, which might behave. We'll see. I'm sorry. Not much I can do about that, bud. Okay, so far so good. I think maybe with these tests, the more colors I can get, the more pores, the better it performs. Maybe it's like a color test, which was kind of my thought here. Getting to the point I need to switch to the spatula, because there's not enough batter left in the cup.
Mom?
Yes?
Found how to definitely be made with some.
Not terrible. Did definitely start to move a little bit though. Last one. This one is Harvest Moon. Ooh, she's liquidy. She's very well behaved. Okay. Maybe not forever though. Oh, she's starting to move. Uh-oh. Good to know. Uh-oh. Oh boy. I think maybe I can try and squeeze one more round of color in here. I'm really quick. Good thing I only have plans to do 3 colors with this one. But I'm going to have to make sure I move quickly. Definitely going to need to lower the usage rate on this one. All right. Test complete. Apologies, I know lighting's not really good right now, but here are all 4 of my tests of the fragrances that we're going to be using for the November collection. Well, the main part of the collection anyway. I'm going to be bringing back like hot cocoa and stuff like that. So overall, the best boy, the bestest boy. I would say probably second best, and then these 2 were pretty much tied. Well, good to know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That one is starting to crack. That means it got a lot hotter. These 2, looking okay. This one is doing some funky color business. I don't know. These 2 are misbehaved. These ones are alright. I wonder if I could pull these out. Oh. Stuck in there good. Oh my god. Jesus, what is driving past my house? Calm down. Damn. Wow. Alright, well these are stuck in there pretty good. I don't know if I can get these out. That might have to wait till tomorrow. Alright. It is the next day, and let's go ahead and get these little test loaves cut down. They all released from the mold just fine. So here's the first one, and this was Silver Fox. Now this end piece here, I am going to toss this one because it is contaminated with the other fragrance, because that's where the little divider was, and there was definitely some overflow. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Maybe I'll use it. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, we definitely got a lot of colors on this one. This was the best behaved one. So this one I was able to get the most color pours out of. There we go. Not bad. Okay, and then next was this one. So this one is Christmas Cabin. This is one of the ones that accelerated. Oh. Oh, man. Not great. And boom. Could be better. I think this was the next one. This is Dude. Another relatively well-behaved one. Yeah, okay, yeah. Definitely this one behaved well, I'd say. We got a lot of colors out of that one. Yeah. Not bad. Alright, and then our final one, which was Harvest Moon, which is taking on a distinctly yellow tone. If you'll remember correctly, it wasn't this one that turned bright yellow right at the gate. It was actually Silver Fox, but it looks like that yellowing has gone away. However, this one developed a yellow. It is, it is very yellow. Okay, so that is good to know for my purposes. Okay. Oh, it almost looks two-tone. Wow. Jeez. Oh, okay. I'm really glad we did this. There we go. Nice. And look, we even had voids. Wow. Okay. Definitely 100% lowering the usage rate on that one for sure. And I recommended to Kat that Christmas Cabin also be lowered in its usage rate. I did all of these at their max usage rate just to kind of get a feel for things. So I think this was an excellent experiment. I'm really happy I did this. And we are going to be all ready for production day. Sweet. Oh, and by the way, speaking of tests, this is one of those meat grinder pucks that I have been testing here at the sink. It's holding together really well. I'm very pleased. It's ugly as sin, but you know, that's okay. It still works. So this is one possible potential use of all of our soap scraps. And this was supposed to be a really cool shot of the colors at the top of the soaps changing as I steam treated them, but unfortunately for most of these, the change was not that significant. I do really love this new steam machine that I got, though. Very, very useful. Good morning. It is Tuesday. It is an in-office week for me. We got all of the November collection, well, the actual collection soaps done. I do still need to make things like hot cocoa and a few other, you know, every year holiday ones that we always do. I need to get those done, but I'll probably do those this weekend. Maybe. We'll see. I need more lye and more oils. I need to place an order. Anyway, so I have made breakfast and I need to pack up a couple of orders so that I can drop those off at the post office on my way to work. Not a lot going on. I am going to show off for a second, though. This is the tops of all the November soaps. You're in the vlog, so you get to see. Ha 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 ha. There's less than 300 of you that watch the vlog, so hey, special little promo for you. Little reward. Thank you for being subscribed over here, too. I've been very busy, so I need to package those orders. I would film it, but David's asleep upstairs. He works nights, so he's sleeping right now. I need to grab some stuff for activities while I'm at work. And I don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm gonna stop vlogging and go get that done. Oh, Raven, it's been days since you did any kind of vlogging, and it's the day before launch. What are you doing? Dyeing lace for my child's Halloween costume. That is what I'm doing. And also cooking some chicken nuggets. That is my life currently. Alright, so here it is still wet. We'll see how it's looking when it's dry tomorrow, but this is gonna be part of Allie's plague nurse costume. I just realized that I spent the last three and a half hours finishing up a vlog, like finishing the editing, getting the captions done, adding music, the whole thing, And it's not even the right vlog. I was working on vlog 82 when I should have been working on vlog 81. No. Great. Great. It just somehow got both better and worse. So I was working on vlog 82, right? And I was supposed to be working on vlog 81, and I just, like, tore myself apart being so upset because I have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning tomorrow. I don't have the time for this shit. And then we're going to Apple Hill. Only I just looked. Pastor even already finished vlog 81. I just hadn't uploaded it or made a thumbnail, but it's done and exported and there's captions. Oh my god. So I'm a week ahead, I guess, so that's cool. I just feel stupid now. I need to go to bed. Okay. I've got early shift tomorrow at corporate job, which means it's an in-office week, and I have to be up at like 4:30 in the morning to have enough time to wake up and drive down to the office and work. And then immediately after work, I'm swinging by the house and picking up the kids, and we're going to go to Apple Hill. Oh, okay. I need to get some sleep. Clearly. Okay. See you tomorrow. All right, well, it is Saturday, and we are going to be taking a trip up to Apple Hill with a couple of my coworkers from corporate job. So I don't know how much I'm going to film, but I might film a little bit of it. If you've never been to Apple Hill up in the Sacramento area, well, north of the Sacramento area, it'll be a fun little thing to do. I hadn't taken the kids to Apple Hill since they were very, very small, and they had a good time, but I didn't film very much because it was a lot of just running around chasing them. It was very, very busy. But a fun trip nonetheless. Hello friends, it is Monday and I've taken a half day from corporate job so that I could go to the post office and drop off all of the launch day packages. So they were, I want to say, about 17, including one local delivery, and then also we have one order that's going over to Singapore. Again, thank you so much, Jamie. Jamie's fantastic. Jamie's one of our regulars. And because it's flying international all the way to Singapore, we had no idea that the whip soap containers were not doing well in the long trip from here to Singapore. So thank you so much, Jamie, for the feedback. I know I said in the email, and I hope you don't mind me talking about it. Thank you so much for the feedback. Feedback really, really helps, guys. It helps so much. And if you're a small business owner yourself, please be open to feedback. It's super useful to know the way that your products are surviving shipping and how they're getting to your customers so that you can make adjustments and make things better for your customers. So I'm really glad to know that. So what I'm going to be doing today is, as a thank you to Jamie, and this is something I wanted to do anyway, so it works out really well timing-wise, I'm going to be making some of our sugar scrub, which we did a test batch last year. I love a really good sugar scrub, so I've been itching to do this again. And I have some raw cane sugar because I like big chunks. Big chunks. I don't want to use regular white sugar. And that's going to be about 2 parts of the sugar to 1 part of our whipped soap base that I made the other day and then didn't do anything with. It's just been sitting here. So I am going to make some sugar scrub in strawberry from Brambleberry because I need more projects where I'm using up some leftover fragrance oil. We have a lot of extra fragrance oil. Editing Raven, you should put some B-roll of how much extra fragrance oil we have because it is ridiculous. But I only have so much sugar on me. Stop being so loud, damn. Okay, so I think I'm gonna measure out the sugar first. See how much I have. Because if I have enough to do a couple of batches, that would be really great. I think I don't, but you know, we'll try. Current batch size is 600 grams of sugar to 300 grams of the base. Oh, that's too much. Oops. Okay, we can work with this. All right, if it's 2 parts 2 parts sugar to 1 part base. I just need to add another, see, I accidentally did 400 grams instead of 300. So another 200 grams of sugar. Whoopsies. I was thinking I could hand mix this, but now I'm looking at it and I don't know if I can. This might need the hand mixer. Okay, there we go. I think this is going to end up being more than I meant it to be. Oops! Okay, and then that means we need about 40 grams of carrier oil, and then about 25 grams of fragrance oil. Oh man, if I could use up all this fragrance oil, yes! Beautiful. That is the whole point, is to use up as much extra fragrance oil as I can. Perfect. Let's get the hand blender. Now we get to do the game of where are the parts for the hand blender. My favorite game! I have located them. This only gets used for soap. And by the way, because every once in a while we get a comment about the table. This table has seen some stuff, but it got steam treated and disinfected right before I started this. So it is very, very clean. All right, ooh, that smells good. Okay, here we go. Whoa, it's a good scrapey. Okay. I'm going to separate out some of this over here to be my white, because I think I'm going to do white and pink for this. That looks to be pretty close to half. I think I do want it to be mostly pink. Okay. That looks pretty good. You can stay over there. This is Flower Girl from Nurture Handmade. Let's bring you in a little closer, huh? Meow. Alright, that's looking fantastic. Alright, we're going to put it in this cup right here. Alright, honestly, the forbidden sugary treat, if I'm being completely real with you. It smells really good. And it looks good. So, let the camera adjust. Here we go. So here it is. I have not cut the bottom yet. I'm going to get it ready to go. And then we'll cut the bottom and start putting it in some jars. But I think I need a rubber band. Here are my jars. These are what we used last year too. I want to see if these are 8 ounces. I'll double check that though. Let's see how many of these I can make. Probably at least that many, right? All right, hopefully that's a decent shot for you there. Let's go, baby. Maybe I should cut a bigger hole, I think. Oh man, I don't think you're going to be able to hear that, but ooh, it's satisfying. Alright, let's see if I can get this last one. I don't know if I can. There may not be enough in here. But we're going to try. Come on. Oh, maybe just barely. Oh! If I, like, squeeze out the last bit of this bag, I think we're going to be alright. There we go. That'll do it. Alright. Not bad. Alright, we got 6. Okay. Well, let me get some lids for these. And then, yeah, we'll be good. Okay, so we've got lids. So now I have some labels that I already got printed at our local printer. I feel like I don't remember if I checked that these are actually going to fit these jars. I don't know. I'm looking at the size of these labels and I'm questioning my life choices. Guess we'll find out. Oh no. Yeah, they're too big. Uh-oh. Oh no. What have I done? I'm gonna have to get these printed. New one's printed. Dang it. What have I done? I've done this to myself. I have a whole bunch of those too. Dang it. You know, I think it's because I assumed I was gonna be doing them in the jars that we do the whip soaps in. Shoot. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can work with that. I'll get these labeled in a hot second, I suppose. All right, well, they are done, and I'll make sure at least one of them goes in the mail to Jamie. And then I'll need to make some more, which means I'll need more sugar if I'm going to have them listed on the site soon. Okay, well, live and learn. Okay, so I'm out here doing some work on my son's Halloween costume. He wants to be a Skibidi Toilet character. He was last year too, so I'm trying to make an improvement here on the costume, but it needs to dry. I feel like my neighbors have probably spent the last couple of days looking outside going, what the hell is she doing now? What is that? Anyway, so to kind of run through efforts to make this a better costume than last year, so we have our lights. There we go. I'm worried there's not enough lights. I also really carefully measured the head hole, and I put a hard hat in here. So this is a hard hat, like a construction hard hat, so that it won't flop around on his head quite so much. Yeah, and I don't know. I tried to give it some cool effects on the painting this year to try and make it look neater. So, I'll put on the screen, this is the character that he wants to be. Like I said, it's from Skibidi Toilet, and it's the cameraman. I think specifically it's the TV... No, it's the TV man. Hold on, sorry. The lore. It's the Titan TV man. Technically, I think it's supposed to be the upgraded version when he was the Cinema Man. Excuse me, I'm not as up on my Skibidi Toilet as I probably should be. I have another piece that's going to be the chess piece that I'm making too. Everything is made out of cardboard boxes. And this screen is the kind of material you would use on a fursuit or a mascot costume, where from the inside you can see out of it. There we go. You can see out of it just fine. Nice. But yeah, I'm trying to make it look nicer this year, and he's got a coat and some pants that he's gonna wear with it that are all black, and yeah, hopefully he likes it. Okay, hi, it is the day after Halloween, and I'm sure you can tell I'm sick. Yay. I was definitely starting to get sick yesterday, day before yesterday, and was definitely sick yesterday, so I didn't do really anything on Halloween because I was trying to save up all of my energy to take the kids trick-or-treating, which went really well. They had a lot of fun. Here's some pictures because both of them are having costumes that cover their faces. So here is my son in his cameraman Titan TV Man costume. And here is my daughter in her Plague Nurse costume. And then also here is another shot of her in her costume, and then a final shot of her in her costume. I have more shots of my daughter in her costume than I have of my son, because my son doesn't like having his picture taken, and I can respect that. So I got one shot from him just for posterity, which he agreed to, but he expressly told me he did not want further pictures taken, and I can agree to that, so I did. But I think, given the nature of my voice right now and how I'm feeling, I'm going to go ahead and call this vlog here. Hopefully it's not too long or too short. I don't know, I haven't started editing yet. But I'm giving you a hydration reminder. Go and hydrate, my friends. I'm going to do exactly that, and I'm going to go rest. So, we'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye!